What's going on, guys? Aiden here from Losh TV, and we are back at Universal Studios Florida for a Halloween Horror Nights update. It's going to be a fun one. There's a lot of information that came out. I won't be able to go into everything. I have to work at 5 p.m. It's currently 2:10, so I kind of have to beat the clock against myself. I will say this, I want this video to come out today. Today, I mean the 25th. It's probably going to come out the 26th because I work till 11 p.m., but nonetheless, I'm excited to cover this, excited to get in there, go to see all the updates. So let's go see how the park's looking. Let's go see what's going on. Let's go have some fun. And now I'm really baffled at the fact that we still don't have the medallion. Like, it should be right there already, but it's not. Huh. I don't know. Team preview starts tomorrow. So maybe it goes up tonight as like a hurrah. But for now, no medallion. There might not be a medallion, but there's Horror Nights advertisements right over here. I'll show you. Here next to the globe, we have a Halloween Horror Nights Never Go Alone sign, having the dates and everything on it. Looks nice. Very simple, very to the point. It's cute. We are now in the park. I honestly haven't seen this light. It's probably been there forever and I've just ignored it, but there's a light right there. So we're going to go, not in through this door, because I don't think there's any new merchandise out in this section. We're going to go through the main corridor of the company store and go see if there's anything in there that's eye-catching. And as soon as we walk in, there's actually stained glass everywhere and this nice little artist loft. Not sure, but look at this little guy. He's so adorable. But of course you have that gargoyle that's there. This painting, this all resembles El Artista. Kind of, I'm not sure if it's my nose or anything, but this actually smells like fire. I don't know. But yeah, they have the stained glass over here. Stained glass over here. Let's take a look around the sides. We got a little sailboat. Horror Night shirts, a little baggie. I like this merch display. It's really nice. Very simple. I guess it. Yeah, that's nice. We have this one here. Oh yeah, that's great. It's great. It's a nice, simple setup, but it works so well. And it looks like one of my big questions was answered. It looks like all 4 houses are going to be entering this way. So we have Terrifier, Grave of Flesh, WWE, The Horrors of the Wyatt Six, and Five Nights at Freddy's. So that means the soundstage houses, 4 out of 5 of them will be entering through here. That's nice. And we know Artista is going to be over there in Music Plaza, so that means our 5 silent stage houses are going to be these 4 here and El Artista. Nice. I'm really curious to see how this is going to work because it's basically a brand new system in a way. Yeah, we had the one in the back, but this is 4 houses, not 2. So I'm very curious to see how it's going to work. And then I wonder, is this going to display our wait times? I wouldn't doubt it. Like all 4 of them posted here, kind of like simultaneously, or will this show all the wait times for the entire park, similar to the other signs? I can see it being just the 4 houses that are back here, because I think that would make the most sense. But I'm very excited to see how this all works out. Over here in Origins of Horror, they've removed the sign that was here that said that there was a Halloween Horror Nights, please pardon our dust. And now you can see that clear.
Right there, you'll see a very specific stick. This is very important. This is connected to Sergio's story. Yeah?
Yeah. If you guys didn't know who that amazing voice was, that was Matt. HHN Speculation Matt. Check him out. He's actually going to join me for a little bit while we do this update.
Yeah, for
right?
sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Matt's been here all day. If you guys don't know, Matt wakes up at the wee hours of the morning and gets to the park.
Yes.
So shout out to Matt for being the eyes on the scene.
I appreciate it.
So if it wasn't for Matt, I wouldn't have seen these Halloween Horror Nights banners were added to the barricades. Fantastic. We love this. This is what we like to see. Progress. We are going into Sahara Traders to see if anything's moved in here. Yesterday they added that countertop. Well, now we have some designs on them. So it goes from here, we have this. It looks like a full layout of what the Museum of Antiques would look like. And then on the other side, we have a bunch of little Easter eggs. Like we have Tribby, we have Darken On, we have a bunch of stuff that truly is different and new. I know a very small change in Sahara, but hey, it's something nonetheless. I love that they have a little bit of Easter eggs to not just the things that are going in the Tribute store now, but things from the past, like Tribby. And that also kind of looks like the old Tribute store facade, but I could be wrong. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. My friend here, Matt's gonna show you his new thing that he just found. You better like it.
So here we have brand new broken BuzzCon signs. This will be in the Toxic 20 scare zone. They're gonna take it out right there. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Let's get up close to it. I love the green sludge all over it. Oh man. So basically, BuzzCon, before they got rid of bugs, got rid of rats? Is that what I'm getting at here? Is that what they're doing? This rat poison is what's intoxicating everyone? I don't know. But it's cool that this side doesn't have any sludge. So who knows? But this side doesn't either, huh? Odd, but cool. We just came from New York, checked out Louis, nothing going on in there, but look at the pumpkin towers, they're back. These were at Major Sweets a few years ago, right here in front of the candy factory. Let's see if there's anything else going on inside. That could maybe be fun. It might be a lot of the same merchandise, like I wouldn't doubt it, but we can see if there's any HHN snacks over here. So the macaroons that we tried over at IOA are now over here. And then there's also the dog food. It's actually just a salted caramel pumpkin trifle cake, but hey, it's fun. Amity bathrooms are still closed, very sad. Soon though. And we still don't have the signs back here for Nightmare Fuel, but I'm gonna point with the umbrella again. We have bars, meaning that tomorrow, hopefully for team members, this will be up. And they also have the barricades that are now covered with the Halloween Horror Night stuff. You know what? That gets a nice crisp thumbs up. Here's a full view of the courtyard for Nightmare Fuel. If you look over there, you can actually see that the bars are in place for the sign there too, but we are not going that way like we typically do. We're going this way because Matt told me the bridge is open. So I'm gonna believe Matt. So yesterday I showed you guys that this was green, that was gray. Now it's all the same color. And the bridge is open. Look at that. It feels weird. It feels nice to be able to walk on the bridge again. They've also actually made these smaller, if I'm not mistaken. These used to be taller, right? They were higher up?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, so now we have them down to the ground. Copyright music and all. One more day, unless the bartender lied, and then we'll see Dufftoberfest right here at Duff Gardens and at Moe's. All right, and you can see that the tabs here are all ready for the Dufftoberfest stuff at Moe's. So very soon we'll start seeing all of the celebratory stuff in here for Dufftoberfest. Would you look at that? Here on Crooked Lane, we have some lights at the top of the trusses. I knew they didn't just put these here for nothing. And since I'm here, this one's gonna be for Brody. Brody, you know who you are. This is just for you and you only. As I was saying before I honked, lights there and lights there. So nice. I wonder if they put any on the ones with speakers on them. Let's find out. Sorry for the dramatic pause. They did. Okay. There's so much lighting in this zone. I think the zone's gonna be gorgeous. Yeah. Nice to see. We love it. Now, I'm gonna ask for this one more time. Give me the Hauntophonic logo here, but I'll say this, they also put the Hauntophonic logo online, so I'll put it on the screen right now so you guys can see it. Beautiful in all its delight. I cannot wait to see the show. Across from Hauntophonic, we now have some Horror Nights merch right here in front of Mel's, which makes sense having the Mel's merchandise in front of Mel's, but yeah, it's cool. And then right across the way, we have Matt standing there, amazing guy, but the HHN bar now has a logo. Well, you know what I mean. The sign is up now for the HHN bar. So now we know that this is actually the HHN bar, which is weird because this entrance sign was over there last year, but now they have the trusses over there for lighting. So it's fun. Can't wait. Can't wait to see what's gonna be here, what characters we're gonna meet. Is this where we see Hamikuma? Is this where we see Lila? Who knows? Here inside of the horror makeup show lobby, they've added some new pedestals. Not sure if this is for anything HHN related or if it's just here to add something to the horror makeup show. I wouldn't be mad either way. They have one on this side and then one on that side, but it's nice to see. Who knows? Maybe we're finally getting some changes here at the horror makeup show. And that's it for updates in the park, but we did get our food announced today. We have our HHN food, so I want to talk about that a little bit right now. Like I said, Halloween Horror Nights has their food menu out. And I would love to go into detail about every little thing. However, I work in an hour and a half. So I'm gonna kind of go over the highlights to me, things that I'm excited for in today's video. In tomorrow's or the next days, I will go and show you guys where the food booths are and what's at each food booth. Because maybe those menus will be on the screens, so I don't have to look at my screen the entire time like I'm going to be doing basically now. So I will say this, I'm happy that pizza fries are back there in DreamWorks Imagination Theater. We have regular and vegan, so there's options for both people there. And then we also have the Fanta bars. Now these, since they popped up, have had my attention because they are different colors. We have two that are red, one that's yellow, and one that's orange. And my thought process was we're gonna have a different drink at each bar. And I was right. So we're gonna have one specialty drink at each bar blended with the Fanta that you see on the outside. So if it's the yellow one, it's gonna be pineapple. If it's one of the red ones, the one in the front in New York, you're going to be blessed with the Chucky Punch, which I haven't tried yet, but I would love to try. And if you are at the orange one, it'll be orange Fanta. And then the final one, before I mess this up, okay, the other red one is the strawberry Fanta. I like that. It's a nice little touch because you really don't have the same thing going on. I feel like that was a big issue last year. The Fanta bar had all the Fantas individual, like at the one location. This one has them individually at different locations. And you can also get different drinks that aren't Fanta based at the bars, which is nice. We also have food items here that I want to go over. So for example, we have this location here called the Black Cat Lounge. It's just drinks, no food. So I have no idea where this is. The only thing I can think of is that it is at like Sting Alley area. That's the only thing I can maybe think of, like the Black Cat Lounge, because it's right by the Black Cat Lounge, perhaps? I don't know, I could be wrong, but they have a drink called the Cat's Meow, and that sounds great. We also see a major Halloween Horror Nights staple change. So we've had Twisted Taters for so long. And I mean like the past like 5-6 years we've had Twisted Taters. This year, we have Twisted Tater chips. Slight difference, but hey, it's cool. And we also have things that we've already seen. So we have like the Death by Cheese Stick. That's gonna be at the Cursed Carnival. That's cool. The Cat Lady booth will have the birria ramen and a walking taco, a birria walking taco, which is nice because we're gonna have some birria. Lexi loves birria, so she's gonna be all over that. I might be, who knows? Let's see, so we also have at the Artista booth, we have the Artist Palette, which we talked about, which is the churros with the different dips. And then we have pan de tomate. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. Now, the booth that has my entire attention, and I mean my entire attention, is obviously the Horrors of the Wyatt Six, the Firefly Funhouse booth. Now, we already know one of the items. It is the Huskus Muscle Man Slop. The other item is the Ramblin' Rabbit Fried Carrot Cake. Fried carrot cake. I've never had fried carrot cake in my life. I am about to devour this fried carrot cake. It's only $8.99 too, so this might be my go-to snack during HHN. Let's move to the Jason Universe booth, which honestly might be a sleeper booth. So we have the sausage, I read that wrong. We have the spiral sausage. Now this is probably what I smelt when I was walking by yesterday. It has a harissa barbecue sauce on it. I love harissa. So we had the wing 2 years ago now. It was a giant wing. It was like the size of my face. Ginormous. It had that sauce on it. So, We also have Camp Bloody S'mores. So this is a toasted chocolate almond bread with ganache, marshmallows, cinnamon cereal, and blood splatter. So this isn't your Jason face s'more that they had in Hollywood. It's not gonna be like last year's s'more at all. It's going to be slightly different. And honestly, I'm all for this change. I cannot wait to try this. I think it's going to be so good. If you know me, I'm a sucker for s'mores. So this might be a win in my book. And then I started to scroll down and I realized that they don't have the exclusive Jason Universe, like Angry Orchard. They have the Headless Pumpkin Cider and the regular, but not the Jason Universe one. That's such a miss. I wish they would have had it, but hey, it's okay. We can't all be winners, you know? And now let's get to the booth that you guys are probably really excited for. Let's get to the Terrifier booth, the Clown Cafe. We have Sienna's Burnt Angel Wings. I love when Horror Nights does wings. Depending on how they come out, they could be delicious. There's also the Clown Cafe Bloody Popcorn, which we saw already, and the Abracadabra Sunglasses, Sunflower Glasses. So it's 2 sunflower sugar cookies with chocolate and blood splatter. Now let's talk about the Fallout booth for Aiden from Dreamport Productions, because I know he's listening. So we have Cram Tots and More, which is a tot item, tater tots. I love tater tots. Maybe I'll try it, maybe I won't, who knows. Then we have a Pickle Bucket Baked Chicken. I probably will not eat this. Oh wait, it's a chicken dip with fried pickles. Lexi will get this, and I'll try the dip. I won't eat the pickle. And then we also have the deviled eggs. I mean, it's exactly what I expect from a Fallout booth. Very simple. And then we have Five Nights at Freddy's Dining. Not Five Nights at Freddy booth. Five Nights at Freddy's Dining. And this is most likely at Louis'. We've talked about this countless times. This is weird. So there is this first item here. It is, why not have both pizza and pasta? It's pepperoni pizza with base spaghetti and meatballs for $14.99. That's not a bad price. I wonder how big the portion is though. That might make a difference. We also have Mike Eggs Benedict, which is an Eggs Benedict sandwich. I might try this. I've never had an Eggs Benedict, so why not? And then we have the cupcake, Mr. Cupcake himself. And then we also have 2 drinks, one themed to Chica and one themed to Foxy. And actually, none of them are alcoholic. They're both just mocktails. So do with that information what you will. And then at Club Horror, we have a bunch of draft beers, which we kind of knew that was going to be the case for that bar, due to the fact that it's literally like a wagon with the things were there, the stouts. So with all of that being said, there's a lot of stuff this year. I'm really excited. I'm excited for the team members that get to go to preview tomorrow. I'm excited for the event to start on Friday. I can't wait for everyone to experience Premium Scream Night so they can see just how true this all feels. To me, this event still completely feels unreal. I just dodged a bird, but this event feels unreal. There's so much that I thought would never come to Horror Nights. I thought I'd never see a WWE house. I thought I'd never see a Five Nights at Freddy's house, and I definitely thought I'd never see Terrifier. So the fact that those 3 are at Horror Nights nonetheless at the same exact event blows my mind and will forever blow my mind. But with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I want to thank Matt for joining me on my very short adventure today. Subscribe if you guys already haven't done so. And stay excellent, my dudes.